and I'm going to share a testimony with you about how Jesus walked into my life and became real. Many years ago, I met a girl that made me want to change my life forever, and she blessed me by saying yes to become my wife. And through our engagement, we were preparing to be married at St. Stephen's here in Omaha, and we met with some deacons and we did engaged encounter and those type of things, but we really, prior to that, had not talked about faith in our life. Those opened up some conversations to the importance of living faith and a belief in Jesus within our family. And when our kids were born, we wanted them to have a mom and a dad that believed the same things. Well, I was raised Lutheran, probably stopped practicing when I was 14 or 15 years old. My wife was a cradle Catholic and wasn't really practicing either. So we decided to do what any young couple would do, and we went church shopping. We tried to decide by going to different churches what seemed to work, what seemed to fit. So our first stop was a Catholic church that we'd never been to before. We walked in and Mass was in a gymnasium. There was folding chairs and tarps on the floor, covering the gym floor. The altar was up on a stage. It was dark. It didn't look very good. I looked at my wife. I said, okay, where are we going next week? Because this didn't look like it was going to work. I'd been to Masses before, so I knew kind of the function of it. And for whatever reason, that Sunday, as we were sitting there, when the priest held up the host in consecration and said, "This is my body," I heard this peace and small, still voice that said, "Hi, how are you?" I was blown away in that moment. My jaw dropped to the floor. And I thought I was going a little crazy, but all I remember hearing was just this deep, relaxing, "How are you?" The God of the universe, the creator of heaven and earth, for all the things that were going on in the world at that time, stopped and said, "Hi." We left that church, and my wife turned to me and said, "Well, I guess we're Catholic." She had experienced the same thing. We individually experienced the same thing and didn't realize it until we walked out of the church. We never went to another church. We knew we were going to be Catholic. Jesus invites us at every Mass and at times in adoration to see him, see the real him. And there's so many days where he'll just say, "Hi, how you doing? Where have you been? I'm with you." And that's all I really need. Now that's my story. What's yours?